Hey, so let's get started with cohorts. So cohorts allow you to define groups of users based on their behavior or personas in your product. So here are a few examples. For example, you want to create a group of users that completed a purchase in the last 7 days. You want to create a group of users that completed the purchase in the last 14 days but not in the last 7 days. Users who made more than two purchases in the last 7 days, so on and so forth, right? So you could use cohorts to create groups of users based on their user behavior or persona, and then be able to use those cohorts in your reports, in your dashboards, to filter, to break down, to to just monitor how that cohort value is changing over time, and a lot of other things, right? um, One note that you do need to take into account is that when you use a cohort to filter or break down any data in a report, it only considers the users currently in the cohort. So it does not backdate the cohort. For example, if you filter for signups from users who have completed a purchase in the last 7 days, it will only show data for users currently in the cohort. It's so if you're viewing a chart on day basis, how many people have completed a purchase in the last 30 days, and you add a cohort for users that have signed up in the last 7 days, you add that filter. You're only going to see data on the chart just for those, like currently how many users are there in the last 7 days. So obviously you're not going to see any data of users making a purchase before the last 7 days, because they would have had to sign up. So it does not backdate it. So it's not like for 20, if today is 20th November, it'll base the number of users that purchased today based on the number of users that signed up in last 7 days starting today. And then if it's building a cohort for 19th, what it's going to do is it's going to calculate the cohort again for 19th and then consider that as the eligible base. So that's a very brief about cohorts. We are going to get into depth into it later on in this course, but this is it for now.